Tibet was Shangri-La. That is, if you were the Dalai Lama. No wonder he wants it back. He had a palace and a pile of servants. The rest of the Tibetans lived in huts and ate roast barley meal and yak butter tea.
You had a privileged priest class living in utter luxury and opulence, and you had a mass of serfs living in utter misery.
And if you broke the law, then torture and mutilation, including eye gouging, the pulling out of tongues, and even disemboweling were reportedly common punishments. The Dalai Lama sounds more like Mo Howard than a saint. Woo! Wise guy. Yeah, those are eyeballs. Since Mr. Lama has been run out of Tibet, the Chinese have introduced secular education, running water, and electricity. So maybe life is a bit better on the ground there. Of course, the Chinese have also thrown thousands into labor camps and prisons, stopped as much free speech as possible. Then there's that whole fucked up communism thing. But if you ask Tenzin Gyatso, DBA Lama, what is it with these holy people and their aliases? His Holiness will tell you that he must return to power for the good of his people. In this case, good may translate into his people living in squalor and his government condoning slavery. Fled their homeland at the threat of the communist Chinese in 1959, their leader, the Dalai Lama, has been traveling the globe with a trite greeting card philosophy and a warm smile, desperately trying to enlist help in his quest to free Tibet and return to power.
If I wake up in your mind, I guess you're right. I guess you're smart, 'cause I'm taken by you, taking me apart. I could best believe I died to live, for the hour dictates the need, and I am speaking like I'm spoken only for.
This idea that he's a humble spiritual man with just a robe and a bowl and a prayer bead isn't really what the Dalai Lama is all about. I'm Michael Parenti, a political writer, author, and noted after-dinner raconteur. He headed a social system that was exploitative, terribly unequal, and terribly brutal.
If I need more than your eye, I guess you're right. If I wake up in your mind, I guess you're right. If I sink into your sleep and naked teeth, I guess you're right. If I never let you go, I know you so and oh so right. If I need more than your eye, I guess you're right. If I wake up in your mind, I guess you're right. Can I crawl around your bones and make my home? Would that be right? If I never let you go, I know you so and oh so right.
As this State Department internal memo reveals, the Dalai Lama at one time took $180,000 a year from the CIA for his living expenses, and $1.5 million a year from the spy agency to finance Tibetan guerrilla operations against the Chinese, which included running a covert guerrilla training center in Colorado. Maybe they were non-violent covert guerrillas.
Violence and telling lies, cheating, these I believe basically against human nature.
Although the trainees at Camp Hale believed that they were being readied for the struggle to regain Tibet's independence, this was never the official American policy.
I think basically the whole idea was to keep the Chinese occupied somehow, keep them annoyed, keep them disturbed. Nobody wanted to go to war over Tibet. That's pretty clear. We didn't go to war over Korea. We didn't go to war over Indochina. We weren't going to go to war over Tibet. And so it was a nuisance operation, basically nothing more. And I would think that from the American point of view, it wasn't going to cost us very much, either money or manpower. Anyway, it wasn't our manpower involved, it was Tibetan manpower. And we would be willing to help the Tibetans become a running sore and a nuisance to the Chinese.
No matter what they tell us, no matter what they do, no matter what they teach us, what we believe is true. No matter what they call us, however they attack, no matter where they take us, we'll find our own way back. I can't deny what I believe. I can't be what I'm not. I know I love forever. I know no matter what. If only tears were laughter, if only night was day, if only prayers were answered, then we would hear God say,